Alright, it's time to travel again, and I'm going to Rosarito in Mexico for work. Yep, going down there to shoot some commercials and videos for a hotel, so it's gonna be pretty fun. And I decided this time to go by trolley because I just don't feel paying Uber to go down to Mexico because I'm gonna have to get a Uber down there. And I feel like getting on the trolley, it makes everything really cinematic, so I can just grab the camera and make some videos while I'm going, so I can just, I don't know, put some music and just play around with my camera. I said camera again, but yeah, that's what I do for a living. I go everywhere with that. San Diego is such a beautiful city, and I don't know if you've been here before, if you're planning, but anywhere you go, you're gonna see so much good stuff, good food, beautiful city, so much art everywhere. The architecture is super cool too, so I highly recommend you to come to San Diego one day. Then I arrived nighttime, so I don't think it's a good time to arrive anywhere because you can see anything, and when you don't know the place, it's not the best idea. But I've been there so many times, so I think I was feeling pretty comfortable of going there at night. So I got an Uber and I made to my hotel. I woke up really early in the morning because I want to get some shots in the morning, but I had no idea how cloudy it's gonna be out there, so I had no clue. And I'm not usually an early morning person. I like to get up around 9:30, but I have two kids, so I wake up 7:30 every morning. But like I said, I'm not an early morning person. But even though I'm saying all this, I woke up early and I was walking around the beach, and I see people start to work and starting to get ready, even though the sun comes out much later. And I was thinking that what I need to do right there was taking some shots. And of course, I was not gonna use those shots for the commercial that I was doing, but I was expecting to get the drone shots earlier because I prefer get early morning drone shots, because then I don't have a lot of people in the shot, so it's safer to anyone and everybody just to fly the drones when nobody's there. So it was not the case, and I went to take a walk and see the beach. And if you see, it's still a pretty beautiful early morning, even though it's really foggy, so gives this little cinematic looking, and I feel like it looks cool, even though there was not many people at the beach at this time, but it was like perfect to do what I was looking for. So it was fun, and I did what I had to do, and I waited a little bit, and then of course the fog went away and I was able to get all the beautiful drone shots that I was expecting to get. I was supposed to stay in town for about 2 or 3 nights, but I ended up finishing everything I had to do in the same day. So I decided I gotta go eat something and then enjoy the beach a little bit later, and probably just head back to San Diego. But first, I wanna go to town. I wanna see a little bit of the town and take a little walk, see the stores, and look around the restaurants. And that's something that I'm very particular on the videos. I really like to show uh, vintage stuff on my videos, so I think this looks very cool on the videos. And I love to show signs, like every city, every country has some sort of different signs and some different lights and different doors and different things that I always love to film because I think that's pretty fun. and then I went around and then I filmed all those things that I think it's pretty fun to show. And you know, this is a diary, so I'm telling you what's happening on my day. And afterwards I went to get some tacos, and of course we're in Mexico, right? So in Mexico you gotta eat some tacos, but actually I didn't get a taco. I got a taco one night before. I got a carne asada quesadilla, and it was absolutely delicious. That's a little bit too much of fat on the meat, but you know, it was very tasty. And that was about my little walk in town. After eating, I went back to the hotel, and I highly recommend you going to Pelicanos Hotel. They have an amazing view to the beach. It's just like insane if you're gonna be there. So you're gonna wake up and see the beach right there. Of course, if you wake up in the morning, you're still gonna see the cloudy days. Well, I don't know if it's like this every day, but the days I was there just was like that. So it's still a beautiful, clean beach. I was not expecting to be that clean. It was super clean. The beach was beautiful, and after all the cloudy go away, so the beach was all clear. If you surf, it's gonna be a beautiful place to surf because there was no one in the water surfing. And I went there by, like you guys saw in the beginning of this video, by train. But like if I drive one day, I will definitely bring my surfboard because it was beautiful waves. It was not that big, but it was like perfect waves just for me to go be playing around all day. Like I have no complaints about that. So, and was ended up being a beautiful day, and I unfortunately had to leave, and I had to go back to San Diego, and that was super quick. I got Uber. The Uber dropped me at the border, and it was super easy. It took me pretty much 10-15 minutes to cross the border, and it's not always like that, but it was a perfect 24 hours.